Hey y'all, been a hot minute, hadn't it? So today, we are doing cord keepers. These were requested by some of my mods. I'm gonna have 5 or 6 different shapes and they're gonna come in sets. It'll have a large and a small. And the neat thing is on the larges, they will have, and you don't have to use it, but you can, an attachment for a lobster claw so that you can hang these. Oops, come here. Yeah. So that you can clip these or hang these to backpacks, purses, what have you, and have your cords. So this one I've loaded with the cord. There you go. I like on my cord keepers to have the ends sticking out so I don't have to unravel this whole thing to use them. But if you want to, you can. Wah! And it stays attached until you pull it all the way through. Come here. All right. These are super quick, and there's a couple of ways you can do them. The first way is the front is marine vinyl and the back is olifun. Or if you want one that's going to be super duper heavy industrial, you can do both sides with marine vinyl. Here are the things you will need. Obviously the pattern, and I always print my stitch order sheets. There they are. So this will be for the tiny one, and you can see 2 stops. This is ridiculously easy. And then for the big one, it's 3 stops. Okay, so you'll need your pattern. You will need either 2 pieces of marine vinyl or 1 piece of marine vinyl and some olifun. For the larger sizes, if you want to do the attachment, you'll need 2 1/2 inches of FOE and a lobster claw. And then no matter which size you do, you're going to need a full set of cam snaps. So that's doink doink, yabba yabba, voila. Hoop yourself up. We're going to do the small one first. I'm going to do both of them in this video. We're going to do the small one first. So hoop up some medium to heavyweight cutaway and run color stop 1 for the small pattern. Ooh, and we're back. Okay, so we have our die line for our next style of cord keeper. Super simple, guys. We are going to first flip it over, and this one I'm going to do with olifun, and I cut my olifun way too big. I'm going to cover the back with olifun. Still didn't cut it down enough. I cut it twice and it's still too big. There we go. Flip it over. And then on the front, we're going to put yabba and huba. There we go. Now we're going to throw it in the machine and run the last color stop. Woo, look how quick that was. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to flip this over and we're going to clean up a lot of those spreads, because when you open up your cord keeper, you want it to look nice. So we're going to clean these up real quick. Come here. This is also a sign that I probably need to clean the cutters in my machine. This is just a mess. There we go. Now we're going to pop this out. Yabba. Set that aside. Now I personally, and you don't have to do this, like trimming along edges with my quilt ruler and my roto cutter. It just seems to make my life a lot easier. But I was a quilter first, so that's probably why that happens. Then I'm going to grab some scissors. Come here, scissors. And I am going to round that out, keeping the same approximate 1/8 of an inch away from the stitch line. There we go. Next, I'm going to grab my hole punch. And I am going to punch 6 holes. 1, 2. I'm going to be very careful because I don't want to cut my stitches. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now I am going to take my seam ripper. I'm going to stick it through one hole, slide it down, and come out the other hole. See how nice and easy and clean that is? Now I'm going to take some tweezers and I'm going to pick off any of these little leftovers. And then I'm going to grab 2 buttons, 1 male, 1 female. And slide the button through, flip it over, grab part 2, go squinchy, 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 grab another button, pass it through, and go squinchy, 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 and voila, cord keeper. That's the small size. That's the small one. Now we're going to do the big one. Come here, big one. Same, second verse, same as the first. Hoop up some stabilizer. Yay. Since this is a big one, it's going to take a 5x7 hoop. We're going to throw it in the machine and run color stop 1, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so now we are going to place some stuff. The first thing we want, because on this one, I want to go ahead and do the lobster claw and FOE, is we need a piece of 2.5 inches of FOE. That's going to go there. And 2 little pieces of tape. 1, 2. We're going to fish the FOE through the lobster claw. We're going to line up our ends. Yup. We're going to tape inside. And then we're going to tape the lobster claw down because we do not want jangly bits. Throw it in the machine and run color stop 2. Okay, kiddos and kidettes, we've got that done. We're going to pop this up. This one I am going to do double-sided vinyl. I'm going to make it, super industrial because I have ideas about putting it in the bottom of my purse or attaching it to my backpack, and I want it to be super sturdy and not come apart on me. So, on the back, I am taping marine vinyl. On the front, I am taping marine vinyl. I'm going to make sure I'm covering that whole oval. I'm going to throw it back in the machine, and I am going to run the last color stop 3. I will be back in a minute to finish this one out with you. Okay, we are all done here. Let's flip it over. Oh, more nasties. Nasties, 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 telling me that I have to clean out the cutter on my machine. I am a bad. Well, it's the end of the month. Of course, it's probably going to be the start of the month when you finally see this video. But it is the end of the month when I'm shooting the video, which means that I've got a full month's worth of debris stuffed up in my cutter. God, that sounded nasty. I am sure that there's medication for that. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're going, that piece of, oh my God, Ricky, this is not going to be like those stupid notebook covers where I have to have a special thing to cut and blah, blah, blah. Nope. I'm going to show you a trick. Now, it's a trick if you use a ruler and a roto cutter. So we are going to cut side 1. Remember, about 1/8 of an inch. Can you see me? There. And then come over here and we are going to feel, where that piece is right there. We are going to stop our cut there. Or actually, we're going to start our cut there. Okay, I'm also going to trim away a little bit there and a little bit there. Now, I am going to take my pair of scissors and I'm going to do the roundy on this end. Then I'm going to start my roundy up here and then stop at that little mark. That's a chalk mark. It's going to come right out. And then I'm going to lift up. Lift and separate. And I can tell exactly how old you are if you know what that is from. I'm going to slide my scissors in here. Make sure that I haven't caught anything. And I am going to continue on there. Now I am going to untape my lobster claw and then retape my lobster claw there. And I'm going to flip it over. And I am going to go just like that. Now, how do you like them biscuits, man? Huh? Who's awesome? Yes, I am. All right, now we're going to grab our hole puncher and we are going to go punch, 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 and punch. Then we're going to figure out where I left my seam ripper, right there. We're going to do that same thing, in through one hole, nice and steady. And out the other hole. There we go. In through one hole, nice and steady. Out the other hole. Now, our last couple of button pieces. Woo! And time snap pliers. Button in. Button in. And voila. So, right now, I just have the various shapes, very plain, no decorations. There's 2 more shapes, I think. Maybe 3. I can't remember. I designed a bunch. Anyway, so here's the Dealio Spaghetti-O. They will come in packs of 2, a large and a small, for each of the shapes. Okay, so that's a 4x4 hoop and a 5x7 hoop, and it'll all be one price for both of them. I may even do a major bundle. But here's the thing. In the future, now that I've got the simple pattern down, I might start putting logos and things. See, I was looking at this one and I'm like, hey, that's a danger warning color. I might put a warning symbol here. Just various interesting things depending. So there you are. There's the basic instructions for these guys. More to come.